When we were playing in the game, it was like maybe the first couple of minutes I was going in for like a layup and a girl ran into me and it kind of just like threw my knee off and I heard a pop and it just went out on me and it was really devastating. All my teammates were looking at me and I was just like, what am I supposed to do? And then the athletic trainer had to bring me into the locker room. It was kind of emotional for me because I don't like being away from my team and it was just a weird experience to have that happen to me.
Many incidents just like Emma's occur each and every year amongst high school athletes, but primarily amongst female high school athletes. With the increase in participants for female sports, it comes as no surprise that there has been an increasing amount of injuries as well.
There are way more young women participating in athletics than ever before in history. So if you only had a sample size of 100 people playing, there weren't as many injuries. When you have a sample size of 1,000 people playing, you're going to have a lot more.
According to Holt High School's full-time athletic trainer, Steve Pinkston, and the director of sports medicine for Oakwood Healthcare, Inc., one of the reasons girls are more likely to suffer from lower leg injuries, such as tearing of the ACL, is due to the female body mechanics.
The females having wider hips, and a lot of times what's going to happen is they're going to have a lot more stress on the, like lower leg joints, things of that nature, the knees, even the ankles.
Women have a wider pelvis point at the top of their hip, and then if you make an angle straight down the leg and drop a plumb line, that angle is greater in girls than it is in boys. What's called the Q angle. And there's some thought around that the greater the Q angle, the more susceptible you are to a ligament tear in the knee.
Another reason the medical field is led to believe affects a female's susceptibility is a lack of strength and conditioning.
So many times you'll see the boys in the weight room, but you don't see girls in the weight room a lot. And it's nice too, having a couple of my female athletes here, is that you can ask them how many times during the season are they in the weight room, and it's zero. It's a shame. Why spend so much time for boy sport in the weight room and not enough for the girls?
Some advances is in strength. So strengthening the muscles of the front and the back of the leg and the quadriceps and hamstrings, and making sure that those are both well developed, especially in the young high school athlete. And then sport-specific type training.
Realize it's like, hey, I can't not be in the weight room because it affects me. And that goes for all girls that play sports. It's going to help them stay strong, and it basically allows them to keep up with the demands that's being placed upon their body.
Some coaches and athletic programs have already begun to develop training programs to help prevent some of these types of injuries.
We do a lot of strength training throughout the summer to try to prepare them for the year.
In the winter time, we started, when I took over, we implemented voluntary training. We'd have MSU trainers in, like we have some interns that work with our trainer, and they would run sessions 3 times a week, working on fitness and getting ready, being more flexible and things like that. It seems to have cut down on injuries, because there were quite a few the years before I came in here. Like we'd have 2 or 3 a year, and so we're down to, we've had 4 in 5 or 6 years here, so less than 1 year, knock on wood.
Whether it is a sprained ankle or an ACL tear, a player must remember that they will always be a part of their team, and it is possible to return to their sport just as good or even better.
Try to encourage them and remind them that this isn't a life-ending injury, and grateful that they're still able to be a part of it and how much they still are needed on the team, and that the girls look to them to encourage them.
I know we're injured and all, but I think that in the long run it's going to make us stronger as a player, because with this injury I feel like you learn more and you're going to try your 100%. If you really love the thing that you do, you're going to work even harder so you can accomplish even more.